Hi, and welcome to my channel. So as you can see, I kind of already started to sketch very loosely. But what we're going to be working on is, I've got these vintage crayons, and you can tell they're vintage Crayola because they do say the Binney and Smith. And the more modern ones don't. Let me show you a more modern one. This is a ratty, newer crayon. As you can see, it says the Crayola with a different font. So it's smaller, and it's got like the outline and everything, versus this more blocky font. And then it just says Crayola.com. This was before the internet. So Binney and Smith, Easton, Pennsylvania. I feel like I'm talking with an accent when I say Easton. I feel like I'm saying Eastern with an accent. But that is what we're gonna be working on. I do not have a time frame for these crayons. I don't know how old they are. I can do a little bit more research and possibly put it in post, but that's kind of what we're working with. And I think I'm gonna go do more detail as we go. So I'm going to use my kneaded eraser, the trusty kneaded eraser, and I'm just gonna lighten up my sketch a little bit where it needs. So after doing a little bit of digging through here for my reds, I also noticed I didn't have a white. So I have a more modern white, and it's real tore up. All of my crayons are thrifted. So if any are in really weird shape, like this one that looks like it's been like gnawed at by a mouse, honestly, it may have been. I don't know where these were stored prior to me. If you do hear a weird noise in the background, I do have a window open and it's raining, but it might be peaceful. So we'll just see. I was originally going to do something completely different for this video, and we took a different turn last minute. So this is what we're doing instead. I had a specifically St. Patrick's Day video planned, but you guys can look forward to that next year instead, I suppose. I'm going to try that again next year. with the help of my friend, my best friend, I asked him for some advice on what exactly I should do for this video. And he said, you should do crayon. And I was like, okay, well, what do I need to do with crayon? He said, do something different. Do like an object. You do a lot of animals. You do a lot of landscapes. So we're doing an object. I'm kind of proud of myself for breaking out a little bit. I don't think I've done an object yet. So this will be my first, like, object. I was gonna say non-living thing, but I've done scenery. I've done the bridge, that's non-living scenery as well. But yeah, I'm really liking how it's coming along considering the medium. What I basically did is just built up some of the darker parts and then used white to lighten it. For the most part, I could not quite get the red that I needed because I just didn't have it at my access. So it's more of a magenta-y, pinky purple, but that's okay. And then for the metal bits, I had to use blue since I didn't have enough shades of gray, or a black for that matter. So I used blue, purple, and silver. And then this is also much lighter than it ought to be, but again, limited colors. They're vintage, you can only get what you have, basically. So the only red bits left are gonna be these flowers for the hummingbird feeder that the actual nectar is accessible for them, I suppose. And I won't be showing the actual photo for this because this is in my yard. You can see my neighbor's house in it. It's just for privacy reasons. The reference photo. So I mean, so far we're doing okay. I don't love it, but it's crayon. Like, you get what you can from it. It's not a fine art supply. So we're just making do. And for the background, I've already picked out a bunch of greens. Because I needed to give my hand a break from, you know, pushing hard, but I still wanted to work on it a little bit. So we got a bunch of different greens. We got shamrock, which I should have used as a transition to the St. Patrick's Day thing. But let's jump into this. I've got a gray, a silver, 2 blues, and a purple for the metallic part. Because like I said, I don't have a lot of grays and black or whatever. So let's just work on this, and then I'm just gonna kind of scribble in different shades of green for the background. I'm gonna sign my name now before I do the background, because with crayons you really can't draw back over them. So I'm gonna do this now, because you never want to forget to sign your name on your work. And then that way I can just go around it with the background. All right, so I think that we're about done. Okay, now we're about done. I did finish it with shamrock, just to be on theme, even though I didn't do quite what I was gonna do this week. We finished it off with shamrock for St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Ooh. Let's clean this up over here. We got a little bit sloppy. I got a little sloppy up here too, but I actually don't mind it because it makes it a good shading area. But I do like having the background a little bit sloppier because it brings this out more. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I did this all in one day and I was not about to put a lot of detail in the background. It's a crayon piece. I wasn't gonna go crazy with it, but I really like how it came out. So if you like this video and you like my art, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any ideas for any future pieces that you want me to do, whether that be the medium that it's in, or what you want to see me draw, or if you want to see me do something crazy and weird, like another medium that's not quite a medium. So like back in October with my unconventional series. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any ideas that you want to see me do, and just let me know, and I will definitely consider them. Don't forget to stay artsy. Bye now.